Hi Cancer, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just looking at important messages, things that you need to know right now, whatever wants to pop on out for you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single like and comment, it really does help the channel grow. So thank you for all your support. Now this week I have the Shine from the Inside Oracle. I know that is so pale, it never wants to show up on the camera. I also have the Kipper deck with me. The Lenormand I have this week, we have the Jester Lenormand. And also the True Love Oracle. Okay, so getting some messages for you. Cancer. Cancer, starting off with those affirmation type messages. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does Cancer need to know right now? Turn criticism into kindness. Okay, so that's a very interesting energy, Cancer, because it's like it can go a couple of ways here with that criticism into kindness. There may be somebody who is criticizing you in your personal life that you need to really sort of stop and think about that and turn those criticisms into a kindness for yourself. So you know, not allowing those criticisms to take a hold in a negative way, to actually use them constructively, rather than just allowing your emotions to flare up at those. But it's also, for some of you, this may be you realizing that you're in a little bit of a criticizing energy. For a lot of you, I feel like that would be criticizing yourself. Okay, so really needing to think about the way that we're, talking to ourselves and turning that back around to be, speaking to ourselves more positively and showing ourselves kindness rather than just criticizing ourselves all the time. We also see get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. Yes, another super pale card there. It is a feminine figure sitting in front of an art desk, okay, drawing and painting and whatnot. There's pens and paintbrushes and whatnot. Get creative and excite your imagination with wonder, okay, and power. I keep hearing with power. So there may be the need for you to express yourself in a very creative kind of way at the moment, writing things down, drawing things out, whatever that may be for you, that may be really useful to you at the moment, especially with these criticisms, and working out how to turn these criticisms into kindness towards yourself. Okay, so I'm sort of seeing someone, someone's been criticizing you and you've been dwelling on that, and rather than allowing that to take hold, sitting down and writing, 10 things that I love about myself or whatever, those sorts of silly little activities, creative, fun ways to, help release some of the things. Or, I'm even seeing somebody, writing 10 things that bug me about that person, like, and then 10 reasons I'm awesome because I haven't reacted to that or something like that. Like, I'm just seeing it done in a very sort of creative kind of way. Drawing a picture of that person with, big witch's nose and mole and witch's hat and all this stuff. Turning it into art. Cancer. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? Important messages for Cancer, please. Pisces had this as well, but I feel like it's a little bit different for you. I'm just going to clarify those energies before we move into that. Clarify these 3 energies for Cancer, please. 222, clarify Cancer. Okay. I will need to come back and get extra clarification on that third one. The first card we're seeing for you here, we have the sudden wealth card coming through. This is, it is the jackpot machine here. Sudden wealth, unexpected kind of wealth. Taking a chance and things paying off for you. I do have that clarified by the masculine and the garden. I do feel as though there is a masculine important to this situation. It's like, and I don't normally like to genderize, but when I'm using the Kipper deck, quite often we do get strong gender coming through. Even with the Lenormand, when I'm using that Kipper deck, it's got such a strong gender base, that Kipper deck, that sometimes it genderizes my Lenormand on me, which I don't normally like to do. I do feel as though it is a masculine. It may also be, a more feminine energy who is very sort of just like boss bitch kind of energy, because I really am picking up like the boss element. This is the boss, the supervisor, the big honcho. That's who this person is. And I feel like for some of you, it's kind of like taking a chance to ask for a meeting about, can I have a promotion? Can I have a raise? I feel like that might be what is paying off for you here. For some of you, Cancer. It's kind of approaching that person, asking for a meeting. The garden is about meetings, meeting people halfway, compromising, going up to somebody and saying, look, I've been doing extra work. I need to be compensated for that. So maybe for some of you, it's embracing your own kind of boss energy there a little bit too, which really actually helps you, meet. I'm getting meeting deadlines, having meetings, meeting up with, new elements. I do feel for a lot of you that's career based, because I keep getting certain phrases that, are very connected to career stuff. But it does show that there's a chance that you will, find some sort of pay increase through those sorts of things. I'm getting like bonuses more so than a flat pay raise. I'm kind of getting that, I've been doing, I want to do some overtime. What can I do to get overtime work? That kind of thing, like getting a unexpected income increase, but it's more in the form of like bonus money rather than solid increase money. Okay, the next card I have here, we have the imprisonment card, which can be a very rough energy here. Trapped in the prison of my own self, trapped in the prison of my soul, trapped in the prison of my heart. What is going on in your story, Cancer? I do see that changing though. Especially with what's clarifying that we have the book and then the scythe. Okay, so the scythe does bring through big, sudden, unexpected changes. So maybe for some of you, there may be a linkage here with that sudden wealth energy and then the sudden freedom from imprisonment kind of energy that we've got here, because we do see the suddenness, a quick change out of nowhere that you maybe weren't expecting, really helps free you from the chains that have bound you. I feel as though these are self-imposed for a lot of you, because we see the book there. The book is quite often referring to, the story of your life and what the story you tell yourself about, this is how things are for me. This is what happens every time I do this, that happens, and whatnot. You're kind of freeing yourself from that narrative and allowing yourself to sort of expand into changing that narrative within yourself, and allowing yourself a bit more freedom, not holding yourself, not putting yourself in this imprisonment energy through your own way of thinking. What aspect of life is that for Cancer, please? What aspect of life is that imprisonment in regard to, please? I'm hearing for some of you it's knowledge. For some of you it's very generalized. It is. I'm just getting generalized answers here because we do have the coffin, okay, which is all about cycles and death and rebirth. So closing out those cycles where you're feeling trapped, and opening up to a brand new cycle where you're free. So it's the prison of your own mind, whatever that means to you here, Cancer. There's the narrative that you've told yourself about your life. You're kind of like, close the close the lid on that. I don't need to tell myself that that's my life anymore. My life can be whatever I want it to be, and I'm going to cut the BS and stop thinking negatively, that everything is going to go that way, because that's me trapping myself in that energy. The more I'm trapping myself in that negative outlook, the more that's the case. So I'm going to cut the BS, and I'm going to, be reborn within myself, and make these changes within myself, within my own narrative, to, free myself from that, and not allow that to hold me back anymore. So it's just like the cycles in your life, the things that you've, because there's just this part of you that holds yourself back, that has imprisoned yourself into, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to be, this is what happens if I, if I like, cause just as an example here, Cancer, if I open up my heart to somebody, they will hurt me. That's a prison that you're putting yourself in. Okay, so making the sudden break and change from that would be to say, if I open myself up to somebody, yes, they could hurt me, but it could also be the best thing that ever happened to me. So, do you know what? I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to run the gambit, and free myself from this prison that they will hurt me. Okay, they might, but I'm not telling myself anymore that they will, because the more that I tell myself that they will hurt me, that's what's manifesting for me, and it just keeps repeating that same cycle and trapping me in those sorts of relationships where they do hurt me. So I'm going to free myself from that constraint, and allow myself the freedom to move towards something that, what, it may not hurt me. Okay. We do also see a message coming through here, Cancer. That's the message card. And it is coming through with the feminine and the tower. Okay. So this is why I probably want to clarify this a little bit more. For some of you, this is directly, it's a very straightforward, it's communication with a feminine energy, regardless of gender. From your past, someone maybe older than you, somebody very formative. They may sort of be a very mother-like person, just in the nurturing, a mature authority type person. They like to be the boss kind of energy. So it's not the same boss that we saw at the start, though. Okay, that one felt more like an actual work boss. This one feels more like a role model type boss person, that they just like to control things, but not in a bad way. It's all about nurturing things. That's why I want to clarify this energy, because like, what exactly is the message? Why are we seeing this message? Who exactly is this person to Cancer? Clarify this message, please. We have the stars. We have the lily. And we have the dog. So we definitely do see that it's very likely somebody older than you. It could be somebody that you consider a friend, it's there's a strong foundation in this connection. So you and this person are very strongly connected in some kind of way, whether that's platonically, romantically, or through other avenues here. There's a lot of, and I don't know whether it's a lot of communication or the need for communication with this person, but we do see with the stars that the opportunity for all your wishes to come true with this connection are front and center. So we're seeing long-term, wishes coming true long-term, long-term loyalty, long-term understanding and compassion coming from this person, um, and you wishing for that. Is this the need for communication or just a lot of communication? The wording. Okay, the wording. Advice for Cancer with this message. Are they just waiting for this message, or are they needing to take action? The stork. So, there may be the need for you to stir up a conversation here. There may be the need for you to, find a new beginning with this person through communicating clearly and openly with this person. It's all about coming up with new ideas. Coming up with new ideas on how you want to, what it is that you desire from this person's energy, what it is that you wish for with this person. Because we definitely see that there's a long-term connection with this. And I feel like that's what you're wishing for. You're wishing for long-term, loyalty and understanding from this person, a long-term, companionship with this person. So you need to sort of stir up some sort of new communication, new ways of talking and communicating with this person. I'll just have a look. We'll have a look with the. I do feel for a lot of you that maybe love connected. I'm going to use the love deck here as well. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does Cancer need to know right now? I am getting. For some of you, there is one straightforward message here for somebody out there within the Cancer collective. I don't feel as though you're a Cancer sun, though. Whoever this message is for, I'm picking up on a Cancer moon. I think it's a Cancer moon or a Cancer rising. It's a woman that you're connected to, and because this is my pregnancy card, but this is what you wish for with this person, because it's like stabilizing the foundation of a long-term connection with them. It's not baby trapping you though. Okay, it's just something to help secure the long-term foundation within this connection, because I feel like that's what you kind of wish for with this person. That's just one person though, so if that doesn't resonate for you, don't take that. For you though, Cancer, we do see the distorted masculine. So there's something about your masculine energy needing to reparent yourself. Okay, reparenting yourself. There's the ability to really look at your masculine energy and ask yourself, what needs to be relearned in order for me to not be the distorted masculine and move more into my divine masculine, where I can, cherish the feminine elements, whether it be other people or myself. Because the divine masculine actually is very protective of the feminine energy, whereas the distorted masculine, that's war and chaos and um, not having emotions, whereas the divine masculine understands that emotions are necessary um, in order to protect and nurture. And the distorted masculine fights against the feminine, whereas the divine masculine works with the feminine and work together with the feminine. So there's a need for you to reparent yourself when it comes to your own self here, and especially your masculine energy. I will actually be doing a divine masculine reading in a few weeks' time. That may be something to keep an eye out for here, Cancer. Because we do see maturity though on the other side of that. It's all about just maturing and maturing into that divine masculine within yourself. It feels like you're very close. There's just a few little elements you may need to go back and reparent yourself, like something that maybe your parents didn't clearly teach you, or they taught you the wrong way of dealing with things, or didn't know how to teach you how to deal with certain things, or whatever that may be. It's just about relearning something within your own emotional maturity, and to reach your maturity within your emotions. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Cancer. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.